Good morning, or depending on when you're watching this, good afternoon, good evening, or good night. My name's Ross, and as always told, out of Voice of Radio. So today we need to take a look at what's probably going to be the last set of official reveals for Destined Rivals. Pre-releases start this weekend, but Pokemon have gone and revealed a bunch of cards, and essentially what they've gone and done is gone, right, pre-releases start this weekend. Time to show you guys the heavy hitters, and it doesn't get any heavier than the special illustration rare Team Rocket's Mewtwo EX. This is going to be the big card coming around in this particular set, and if you go to your pre-release, open your box, or in any other way find yourself in possession of this card, you should find yourselves extremely lucky. This is about as cool as it gets. We got Giovanni, we got Mewtwo, we got the whole thing going on here. And this is going to be like the number one card from the set, the biggest card from the set. This is a card where if you pull it at your local pre-release, the store owner's probably going to want to take a picture of you holding the card to pop on their Facebook. It is awesome. Playability-wise, I remain unconvinced. What we've got here is an ability that says you cannot attack unless you've got 4 or more Team Rocket's Pokemon in play. So, you've got to have 3 Team Rocket's Pokemon on your bench plus this, which is not always a given. A lot of the time it's not going to be a problem, but especially in the early game it's not always a given. So that's a downside. And then we got the attack Erasure Ball, 2 Psychic, 1 Colorless, 160, and you may discard up to 2 energy from your bench Pokemon, and it does 60 more damage for each card you discarded in this way. It's fine. It's alright. You've got Spidops to get the energy on the bench, so you can then move it over from there. Like, as in, you stash it on your bench, and then just discard it from there and do lots of damage. And it's cool. I just rather suspect it's going to be a little bit... I mean, look, it's out in Japan. We have the card over in Japan, and we know it's just not that good. I would like it to be good. I enjoy the idea that this Mewtwo could be a very cool card, but like I say, it's literally out in Japan, and it's not having the effect. If you look at the kind of Destined Rivals cards that are out in Japan right now, they've been playing with them for a little while, things like Cynthia's Garchomp, seeing a bunch of play. Things like Marnie's Grimmsnarl, seeing a bunch of play. This, I'm sure there's plenty of people out there that are playing it, but actually seeing any level of success with it, I hate to say it, ladies and gentlemen, it's not really happening. And for that, I'm sorry. But a card that I'm going to make far more of an effort to be picking up is Team Rocket's Orbeetle. It's got brilliant, wonderful Haiganosuke artwork. And if you've been watching this channel for any length of time, you'll know by now I am a rather ridiculously gigantic fan of the art of Haiganosuke. I think they're brilliant. Now here we got the ability Rocket Brain. As often as you like during your turn, you may move 1 damage counter from one of your Team Rocket's Pokemon to another of your Pokemon. Now you can move it to anyone, but it must be moved from a Team Rocket's Pokemon. So you can stash it on whatever Pokemon you like, but it has to be moved off of a Team Rocket Pokemon. And here, might I suggest combining this with the Elite Trainer Box Wobbuffet. That's your Elite Trainer Box promo here. It's going to be in the set, but the illustration rare, that is your Elite Trainer Box promo. And it's got an attack for 2 energy, or 1 Rocket's energy, that moves all damage counters from one of your bench Team Rocket's Pokemon to your opponent's active. So the combo here is honestly pretty obvious. You stash all the energy onto one of your Team Rocket's Pokemon using Orbeetle, heal up the Pokemon you're actually using, stash the damage onto something else, and then use Team Rocket's Wobbuffet to move it all over. And the great thing here is you can essentially get all the energy saved in one place and then move it over. That's what makes this so gosh darn good. You're not just, Team Rocket's Wobbuffet on its own can just go, oh, my Pokemon's taking a hit, let's move the energy over. That will work. But when you combine it with Orbeetle here, you get to not just heal that one Pokemon that's damaged, but move all of the damage onto one Pokemon, or as much as you can without KOing them, and then move it over with Wobbuffet, have that combination going. It's awesome. Plus then, of course, we've got that ridiculous artwork from Haganasuke. You add it all up together, and I am a very happy chappy. Lovely. Now, the other big card that's going to be revealed here is Team Rocket's Crobat EX. It's wonderful. And, of course, anyone that's ever, played a Pokemon game is going to see all of those bats coming at you from a cave, and you're going to have those memories. It happened to all of us. Keep your Appel stocked up, or this is going to be your experience of every cave ever. But look at it. And one of the things I really love here is that, all of these trainers' Pokemon, they have an associated trainer that's used in the artwork. And the trainer for Crobat here is just Team Rocket's Grunt. The female Team Rocket's Grunt from Fire Red and Leaf Green. That's who we've got going on here. I love that trainer gets a special illustration rare. In a set where, Misty doesn't, Team Rocket's Grunt female does, and that makes me very happy. Now, the ability here is Biting Spree. When you play this Pokemon from your hand to evolve one of your Pokemon during your turn, you may choose 2 of your opponent's Pokemon and put 2 damage counters on each of them. Yeah, that's pretty good, honestly. The idea that you can get 2 damage counters onto 2 different Pokemon, because where we go from here is reusing. We want to be using this not just once or twice, but over and over again, pretty much for the entire game. That's the goal here. And that's what we're going to be playing with. Because we've got the Attack Assassin's Return, 120 damage. You may put this Pokemon into your hand, discard all cards attached to this Pokemon. So you use this attack for a Team Rocket's energy, do 120, put it into your hand, and then you go evolving it again and doing that whole thing again. So you're using Biting Spree to spread that damage around, and then evolving up again and doing it again and attacking in the meantime, and round we go. I love it, ladies and gentlemen. I'm a big fan. Now, the other cards that have gone and been revealed here are a new set of Ogerpon. The quartet of Ogerpon. All 4 of them get a new card. Are they stunning? Well, we got Teal Mask Ogerpon. It's got Grass Kagura here. Search your deck for a basic grass energy, attach it to one of your Pokemon, and shuffle your deck. It's fine. The problem I have with attacks like this is that you use your attack for the turn to accelerate an energy after having attached an energy. So, and then you sat in the active waiting to take a hit. So I attach an energy, accelerate an energy, get KO'd. I could have just put the energy on that bench Pokemon from my hand rather than put it on Ogerpon to then accelerate another energy. Now, I suppose you can put any energy on and then end up with a grass, but that's a small mercy. So no, I'm not a huge fan of this attack. But then we got Ogre's Hammer, 120 for free energy. During your next turn, this Pokemon can't use Ogre's Hammer. 120 doubled for weakness will get basic EXs, so that's cool. But it's a lot of energy for an attack that's just not quite good enough. Now, Half-Flame Mask Ogerpon's got wonderful Haganasuke artwork, and by now you know I love that. And it's got Fire Kagura. Search your deck for a basic fire energy, attach it to one of your Pokemon, shuffle your deck. We just talked about this, so I don't feel like I need to repeat myself. You need to use this attack at least twice, or you've got no value from it. But then we got Searing Flame, free energy, 80 damage plus burn. Maybe if you play around with a bit of a burn package, you can make this work. But again, it's free energy, and I think it's a little bit sad. Wellspring Mask Ogerpon's got Water Kagura here. Same attack as before, same deal as before. If you can get 2 uses of this to accelerate 2 energy for attacking 1, good. Otherwise, nah mate, not worth it. And then free energy 100, heal 30. It's not going to KO basic EXs even if they're weak, and the healing 30 on 110 HP is not going to be relevant that often. Against a deck that's trying to chip away at you, yes. Otherwise, no. And then finally, Cornerstone Mask, Ogerpon. Love the artwork on this one. We got Rock Kagura here, same as before. You got to get 2 uses or else it's pointless. And then free energy, 100 damage, discard the top card of your opponent's deck. Again, you're not really getting EXs even if they're weak, which is a little bit sad. Like, you're still 10 damage away here from getting a Fezandipiti, for example. Fezandipiti is weak and is a basic EX and has lower HP than your average, and you're still only doing 200 to a 210 HP Pokemon. That's why these attacks are underwhelming to me, but I do think that discarding the top card of your opponent's deck is fun and could be good. So there we go. There's the last batch of reveals before we get to pre-releases, and between Mewtwo and Crobat and Orbeetle, there's some big uns here. So tell me what you think about all of these in the comment section. Get us! Be nice! And if you're still watching at this point in the video, you're my favourite. I sincerely, genuinely hope that you get good pulls at your pre-release. And then make sure you like this video, subscribe to this channel, follow me on Twitter at @TheWasi. That's where we talk about Pokemon and a whole bunch of other card games. And please do consider checking out patreon.com/PTCGradio, where you can support the channel, get some bonus podcasts, join the Discord, and all kinds of fun things. And get shoutouts on the channel like the lovely Jelena Renji, who's been a supporter for a while now, has helped us out with a bunch of stuff, and is just generally awesome. So shout out to them for the support and the loveliness. But by far the most important thing is always, look after yourselves till next time, would ya? Thank you very much for watching. My name's Ross, and you've been watching PTCG Radio.